Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, these are the two gunmen that are being hunted down right now for the murder of 12 innocent people in the Paris, France magazine massacre. And the third suspect, the 18-year-old, has already been apprehended. He has already turned himself in. He was already arrested and in custody right now. But these two, who murdered, plotted, and went inside the French, Paris, France magazine company there. The one on the left, that is Said Karoshi, and the one on the right is Sharif Karoshi. I'll put the correct spelling of their names in the description. These two prime suspects in yesterday's Paris terror attack have been located in northern France. And so there is an all-out points bulletin. Everybody is trying to find these guys. They're extremely dangerous, armed and dangerous, and extremely trained well in the way they use their equipment and their guns. And they are ferocious and they are vicious. Now, so be very careful. We're praying for France. This was the deadliest terrorist attack in France in over 20 years. Today is a national day of mourning in France, but also in a separate situation, a female officer today in southern Paris was shot and killed in a shootout in a traffic stop. We do not know if that's related to this situation or not. I mean, we don't know if this, maybe she had pulled over someone that was involved in this shooting and they just, lost it, or was this a totally different, separate situation? We're not sure yet. That's unclear. But we do know that these are the two prime suspects. And so if those of you watching this video in France or anywhere in that area, as far as maybe even bordering nations, you need to be aware of who these two men are. And they are very dangerous, of course. Now, are they connected to ISIS or are they connected to Al-Qaeda? Does it really matter which one they're connected to? Because ISIS, or Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, and Al-Qaeda have already forged a alliance together, along with Al-Nusra and some of the other Hamas and some of the other radical Islamic groups are building an alliance together because they're all doing the same thing. And they're all doing it for the same reason. And that is, they believe that all Christians and Jews and non-Muslims are infidels. And that they should be killed. So that's why they're doing it. And they're going to continue doing this kind of stuff. It's not going to go away. You can pass all the laws. You can change the laws of society and free speech and religious tolerance. And you can do all kinds of constitutional amendments. It's not going to change what's the driving force in the hearts of these murderers. So I'm just asking for prayer now for the people of Paris, France, and also for the families. 12 people were murdered, 11 were wounded, 5 of those 11 in critical condition. Very, very, very grave condition. It's very sad. So please, pray one for another. We are living in the last days. We are living in the apocalyptic time that the Bible spoke about. Men's hearts would be on evil continually. Every imagination of their heart on evil, wickedness, lawlessness. You first have to have lawlessness before you can have the son of perdition. You have to have a beast before you can have the Antichrist. So it is coming, but also Jesus is coming. He's coming after those that have been washed in the blood and have been redeemed. And so we continue to pray for peace. Pray for peace. And also pray that these two are apprehended. Pray for France. and pray for the victims' families. In Jesus' name.